And not sure what happened with that one. And it's quite delightful looking up it compared to a normal high-rise building, and it's also constantly throwing off flowers. So it's quite a festive building from that point of view. This is the calculation to show how we get over the 1000% green plot ratio. And it's actually a very interesting way to experience the city from in this sort of external room that sits in the city. The neighbours are actually very close. So you can see this one is just across the street, so they're only about 10 or 12 metres apart. So having this area in front of the building or where you can be inside is again similar to Park Royal. You feel protected and sheltered and not so exposed to your neighbours. So when you're in a space like this, you really don't feel that you're up cheek by jowl with your neighbour, but somewhere you can actually relax by the pool. This is up on the rooftop, so there's a restaurant and a bar and pool. And then, if it starts, I think it will. One last video. Okay. So one other aspect I think about planting on building that's really interesting is that plants are not static, they change. So we did a series of time-lapse photography of the of how the plants grow over time. And so it was one of the reasons we chose red as a colour, because we thought it's really interesting to see something red eventually become green. And also if something happens, you know, a plant dies or something happens to an area, but it's quite interesting that the red patches would sort of shift over time.